Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy and this is Hauler Time. And if you're new, welcome. So today I have got a Temu haul and it's a small one, but that's okay. But before I do that, well no, let me show a couple items and then I'll do some talking. So, how have you been? In my world, it is Friday after work and I'm glad it's finally the weekend. But I imagine by the time this airs, it'll probably be going on the next weekend. All right, so the first item I got is these hyaluronic acid wrinkle relief microneedle eye patches. So this was inspired by Hey Everybody. She had an episode where I'm not gonna try these on because I think I only got a single pack. But she had an episode where she tried these on and wore them for the course of the episode. So it looks like I'm not going to even open it because once I do, I think you got to pretty much use it right away. But I was intrigued to see if these micro needles would help my eye area. I don't know. But they're supposed to help with moisture, relieving fatigue, and anti-wrinkle. And of course, I know the lighting is bad, I apologize, but of course, before and after, so they got some lighting fixed before they got that one done. And anything else I might want to know about it? Can't because of the labels. So let's see if it says anything in the listing. I have said on this channel before, I don't have a huge problem in my eye area. I don't typically, aside from my makeup being terrible today, I need to get my makeup corrector pen. I don't typically have a lot of puffiness, really. So I'm gonna count that as a win since I have so many other problems with my face. But I thought I'd give this a try. I do like things with hyaluronic acid, but I need I know they make whole masks, but I wonder if they make whole masks with this micro needle thing, because I've not looked for that. But I do like how I just have a real moisture problem with my skin. I either have too much moisture or not enough. All right, so hyaluronic acid eye mask with micro needle technology, anti-wrinkle, anti-aging. It's also brightening and crow's feet removal, which I should like my crow's feet since I'm a crow. And it's suitable for all skin types. So I got it for $2.15 and I did only get one pair. So I can't open it for you. And you can get it today for $2.19. But like we saw on Hey Everybody, you can get more than one in a box, I guess. So if you already know you like it, keep that in mind. But I wasn't sure if I'd like it, so I thought I'd be smart and just get one. But it's got hyaluronic acid, glycerin, retinol, propylene glycol, and water. But yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see how these needles up here, like what even is that? Are they actual like silicone needles or something like that? Or is it just the stuff that's on it that goes into your skin, like the lotion that's just been like manipulated and will dissolve in your, I don't know, it's probably real plastic needles or something. I can't tell from this. But anyway, yeah, so we'll see how that, I have all these things I need to try out in a bath bombs, and I usually do masks when I'm going to do masks. I usually do those when I'm taking a bath. So hopefully sometime this weekend. All right, next. Okay, well, this is not what I thought it was going to be. These are Post-it flags that I thought I could use for my Bible, but I thought I was getting bright colors, and these are pastels. And the label just says multiple colors. There's 120 of them in here. But yeah, I was looking for bright colors, so this is kind of disappointing. But for 2024, I am using pink in my Bible for notes and highlights and that kind of thing. So I thought for this year I could use all the pink ones, and then next year is going to be orange, which I guess, well, I don't know. I may have to not. But anyway, there's a lot of people that when they are doing Bible journaling and note-taking, they have color-coded systems that, you know, every time God is mentioned or the Trinity is mentioned, they'll do it in yellow, or anytime a place is mentioned, they'll do it in green. And I can't handle that level of detail. So I'm just doing any notes I take during this year, I'm doing everything in pink. Any notes I do next year will be in orange. And so then I can kind of see when I'm flipping through, like, how long ago did I learn something kind of idea. So yeah, but I really thought I was getting bright colors. So I wonder if I picked the wrong one, or if it was just a bad picture, or if I just wasn't paying attention. Any of those is possible. Because I know they do make them in bright colors, but these, I figured because the tab has the color, it can stick out of the side or the top of my Bible, and then I can still kind of write over this clear part if it happened to be on words. But my Bible has pretty good margin space, so I shouldn't really have a problem with that. All right, it should be, unless it was a free item. Oh, maybe it was a free item. And I didn't really, oh no, here it is. Okay, so it just says multiple colors, so I didn't get to pick a color, but those are pretty bright. That's not, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen listings before that have a bright option and a pastel option, and like these are not the same because it's got pink, orange, and yellow. There's no, that's not what I got. So it's probably so cheap that it's not worth doing anything. Yeah, I paid 80 cents and you can get it for $1.43. So that's not really worth complaining about, but now it makes me wonder if it's possible to get the bright ones from somebody. So I'll have to look for that later. All right, so since we did a couple items, let's talk about what I'm wearing. So I'm wearing my Whimsical Crow t-shirt that I hauled previously from Temu, and it's super cute, but it's a very soft shirt, but it is, the iron on is very, I don't know, like I'm afraid it may not wash well kind of thing. But this one doesn't feel quite as crispy. But I still think it's cute. And because it's a lot of white, I am wearing my Seeing My Eye Test earrings and my white Pair glasses. So I have links to, well, all the links for Temu will be down below, and I also have my referral code for Pair Eyewear. I did place an order because I was telling you guys that they had a 25% off sale, and so I did place an order for 10 more toppers. So I'm excited to get those. And one of them I got was the rainbow, kind of like diagonal the rainbow. So I'm like, well, I need to get a shirt now to go with that because I like rainbows, and I don't, in general, I probably like the toppers that are solid colors unless they really work well with a specific outfit. But the rainbow one, I was like, that is, you know, everybody needs a rainbow. But I didn't have any shirts because I obviously want to then wear a shirt with a rainbow on it. So I found some kind of, I can't remember if I got a Reading Rainbow shirt or if I got a like religious rainbow shirt. You never know. All right, next I got this, which says rolling ball. So I wonder if this is another one of those degreasers, because I apparently can't get enough of those. And if it is, I'm going to use it because I'm looking super greasy. But yeah, I've been using those. It is another one. I found these, well, the first one I ever got was from Temu. And then I got one from Grove. And the one that I got from Temu, it had kind of a powder on it that wears off the first time, but it like left the powder on, and it was definitely darker than my skin. So then I was like, didn't think they were that great. But then I found one, or I got one from Grove, and it seemed to work really well. Then I found one from the Dollar Tree, and it worked really well. Plus you can take the roller ball out and actually clean it. But I got this one because it's a cute little cat paw. So what it is, it's a volcano stone that I'm gonna do it on my hand first. Not that you can see the very good lighting. But yeah, this one has a little bit of powder on it first. Sorry, I've got this ring light, but for some reason it's been reflecting a lot in my glasses. So I thought that would be distracting. So I kind of have it off to the side. So it's not, I don't know, it's not really helpful probably. But anyway, I recommend if you get one of these to, well, let me just tell you how they work. You use them on your skin, and I'll do it in a minute, and it pulls the moisture or the oil out and puts it into the volcano stone. And then in between uses, you kind of roll it around on a clean cloth to get up the excess oil, and then they suggest washing the stone once a week. Now, what I've noticed is that the ones from Temu and Grove, you can't take it out, so you would just be washing it while it's in here and hoping that you're not leaving much wetness in there. But the one from Dollar Tree, you can twist and actually get the ball out. So I kind of feel like that one is a better. Okay, so I want to get all of that powder off so that I don't look ridiculous when I do this. But so here we go. It's a very light, well, then you can see all the oil. So I don't know how long this will last, but you can see it pulls it up. And so this saves you from having to have oil blotters or powder. I know for me, if I try to use powder to take away the shine, that then it's just really cakey on my skin and then I break out more. So this has been a good alternative, and it kind of gives you a massage at the same time. So you can see this part of my head is starting to get red, but it's only because I'm using it. But yeah, so it'll darken over time. You can do it over makeup, and it does not remove the makeup. And I realize I'm not really doing it in a place where you can see it remove the shine because of the bad lighting in here. I haven't figured out how I'm gonna fix my issues. But then anyway, after you've used it for a while, you have a clean cloth, and then you kind of roll it on that. I'm not showing you my cloth because it's not a clean cloth, but I don't mind personally. And then you just stick the lid back on. And it does have holes in the top, so it shouldn't get moisture, or you shouldn't have a problem with moisture, I guess is really what I'm trying to say, or mold. You know, heaven forbid, it would get kind of gross. But I will also confess I have not washed one of them yet, so I don't have any kind of feedback for how that goes. But so I paid 87 cents, which is better than the Dollar Tree, but again, with this one I can't take the ball out to wash it, which I think I would prefer, right? You'd prefer to be able to take the ball out to wash it so it can dry outside of that before you put it back in. I did get 2 price adjustments, and you can now get it for $1.08. And I got the pink paw, but they've also got a gray paw, a white one, another white one. What's the difference? Oh, they also have, so this one is the volcano stone. They also have the quartz, the rose quartz stones that you could also get. And then those, I guess, are used to spread serum, facial serum into your skin. So I've got one of those, and I'm gonna give that a try whenever I finally do. So I'll do my mask or my eye thing or whatever, and then for the rest of my face, wherever I put the serum, I'll use the rose quartz roller ball. The quartz ones are more expensive. They're like $2.78. All right. Okay, so I have another card. We've been doing cards in these videos lately because I was trying to find things for under $1, and their cards definitely usually fall into that category. So this one's a little bit more banged up than we've seen, so maybe this will be a good one to go in the mail. But I don't think people are very judgy when you give them a card like, oh man, what did she do to that before she gave it to me? But one thing I have not been pointing out, for some reason the envelopes on these don't have any sticky. They're not lick 'em to stick 'em. They're not peel away. So I usually use my double-sided craft tape to put on here, or you can fold it in, you know, depending on if it's got a, yeah, see, it's got a little thing here, which is why, probably partly why they didn't put a thing. But obviously if you're not, if you have to mail it, you need to stick. So anyway, so then this one is, sometimes amazing people forget amazing, or how amazing they are. This is your reminder. So I thought that was cute, and it's a glossy card. And then almost always they are blank on the inside and on the back. So there's plenty of room to write your special notes, or get your kids to color inside, draw pictures for whoever's amazing, or tape a gift card inside. And that way, you know, you're not having to tape over something. But yeah, these are, I've been picking these up, well, because I was trying to find the stuff under $1, but it's a good, I've been trying to get different ones, so not all birthday cards, so that I have a variety depending on what comes up that I might want to do a card for. And yeah, so when this order came in, I kind of tried to divide it out because I knew how many videos I needed to make from the orders. So I kind of tried to divide it out and not put too many of the same thing in one bag, because like I said, I'm not very good with the thematic hauls. So I get, you know, the other haulers that are out there and can do thematic ones. I'm always jealous because I'm like, it's just not, that just isn't, I could have done, I guess, a crow-centric haul. I probably got enough things I could have done that, but c'est la vie. Okay, where is this card? Because we all want to know what it costs. Oh, in one of my recent videos, I got a pink sweater and a tank dress and then pink flip-flops. And those pink flip-flops fit while I was trying them on the bed. But what I didn't take into consideration was the fact that they were wedge or platform flip-flops. So they had a heel. So gravity pulls my foot forward in those to the point where, because it's the flip-flop, I don't know, whatever the part is that goes over your foot to hold it onto your foot, was loose enough that my foot would slide down far enough to where my toes kind of go over the edge a little bit. So that's not working for me. So I have to return those. So that was kind of disappointing. I try not to get heels of any kind. So I don't mind if it's got a platform as long as it's still flat. And so I was not paying attention. So those I've got to return. So yeah, that was disappointing because they really do match perfectly. But I could have, there's a lot of things I could have dealt with. Like if it had a lot of space in the back, I maybe could have made allowance for that, but not if my foot's going to go over the edge. That would just be hard to walk in for any length of time. All right, so this card, I spent all that time, 84 cents. It's sold out with my seller, and somebody else has it for $1.34. So I'll link to that one when I link these products below. All right. So I also tried to spread out the nails. So looky there. Now I promise all these ones that I've been doing have been slightly different colors. This one is pretty similar to what I've got on, except it's a little lighter. But it doesn't have, I don't have to do any clipping for where it used to be on the, like some of them come on a plastic thing that connects them all together and you have to like bend them off. Well, some of these in the box, you could tell that's what they did before they put them in the box. And so they need help. But these look so big. Like, that's the one thing I've got to, before I really buy too many more, I need to make sure that I can at least get 10 nails out of these, because I have some bigger nails, but I feel like they give you more big nails, or at least me, than I would need. I mean, my finger width is just not as wide as these. So we'll see. But we've all seen lots of nails. But now that I have some Candy Moyo nail glue, I am definitely going to be finally trying these, because when I got nails before, I got the kind of glue that you squeeze out of a tube, and that was a mess. I mean, that was getting all over everything, so that was not a good deal. And then I got the kind that comes in a pot that I didn't understand how to use correctly because it requires the UV lamp. So I might try that again now that I'm getting a little bit better with gel nail stuff, but I'm definitely going with the Candy Moyo first. All right, so these were $1.03, and you can get them for 96 cents. And there's 24 nails in here. But yeah, and don't you hate it when you've got some of your nails are the same size? So like, I think this nail is the same as this nail. So that never then works if you're trying to, if you have to do a fix later on. Like, I don't know. That's probably one of the benefits of the stickers. The sticker kind is that maybe it's more forgiving for different sizes because you can just kind of cut them, but that's a hard thing to do too. Okay, next we got some more earrings because again, earrings are cheap. I need to get another one of those plastic containers since I've been getting more earrings, and I've filled all the ones that I have to store these in. I still have not found a good way to store my necklaces though, now that my thing on the wall is starting to fall off. I mean, I could just put it back up, but they kind of tarnish a little bit more when they're out in the elements. So anyway, these come with the silicone backs. And these are just a simple kind of filigree square. So that's pretty. Just a simple little look. And okay. As I'm looking through here, I'm looking to see if there's anything else I've decided to return just so I can give you guys an update. But oh man, low power mode already? Ay, ay, ay. Well, we went to pick up my daughter from church camp today, and I was pretty much on my phone for that entire trip. So that's why, and I didn't have it plugged in charging while we were driving. All right. I'm gonna do, oh, there they are. Vintage square filigree floral drop earrings. Oh, there's a flower in the middle of these. I guess sort of, kind of in the center. They're calling that a flower. And I guess you could maybe say it's flowers around petals. I paid 87 cents and you can get it for 90 cents. But I love, love, love Temu jewelry because even if you only wear them once, I feel like that pays for itself. And obviously you should be able to wear them more than once before they start irritating. Now, I do realize some of us have skin sensitivities and need real genuine metals going through, you know, for at least for the post part. So I know that probably some of you that you wouldn't be able to do these, but okay, so now, okay, I got another pin, which, so this past week we had huge storms on Tuesday. I mean, like a storm just literally popped up out of nowhere. And I was in the office that day and there was a tornado that went by pretty close to my office. And there's issues with the building that we rent. But because it was almost like this storm popped up out of nowhere and then just kind of hung out. And it got really bad and there was standing water all along the building, and my office has kind of floor to ceiling windows all along it, and my office started to flood. There was standing water in a couple different spots in the office, and so that was Tuesday. Well, then when I went back in the office yesterday or Thursday, the room stunk because I'm the sole accounting manager, whatever. I have to lock the door, my office when I'm not there, so people can't come in and get into the safe or into personnel records, that kind of stuff. Well, because I have to leave that room locked, it doesn't get very good airflow. And so when I went in on Thursday, it smelled like wet dog really bad. And I say that because our office allows you to bring in animals. So we have several employees that bring their dogs to work, and they free roam the building. And so over time, you know, it just, you get dog scent, but it's like really bad when it was wet. And there was really no way to get that water out per se. I mean, we could have shop vacuumed it, but we didn't. And so I was commenting about the smell on Thursday. So then my boss went out and bought a dehumidifier, hooked that up, and that really, just in the few hours that we had it hooked up while I was still there, it got a lot out. Well, then I guess he and his wife were in the office today, you know, trying to get everything kind of off the floor so that the carpet could dry and all this stuff. And he emptied the dehumidifier and everything. And he was like, we may need to move you out of this office sooner than later, because the overall plan has always been to put me somewhere else so that they could get that space leasable to somebody else, you know, for us to sublease. And so I was like, so I've been buying these pins so that I could put them in a wooden column in that office. And now I'm going to get moved out of there at some point, and where I'm going to get moved to does not have one of those. So note to self, don't pinch the thing while you're holding it. So yeah, so I don't know. And some of these that I've been buying, I already have bought in the past to put on my mood bag. So it's not like I could just add it to my mood bag. But this one is I Speak Fluent Sarcasm. So just a nice plain one. But I was going to put these like in different places on that support post just to create conversation with people. But I can still do it until, I mean, just because they said they need to move me out of there sooner than later doesn't mean it's going to happen tomorrow. But, all right. So, the pin. Cartoon letter metal badge. I paid 79 cents, and you can get it for 98 cents. I got to be really careful because I put in an order today. So I need to make sure I don't accidentally click one pay or whatever it's called and add stuff to that order. All right, next. Okay, well, these are smaller. These are smaller than I thought they would be, and I'm kind of disappointed here. So these are plastic containers. I was thinking I was getting the ones that were this size because I don't read, so I wasn't paying attention to the dimensions. But you get a pack of 10, and I used to buy these all the time when I was doing diamond painting religiously, because these are great. If I can get it to snap closed. Okay, these are good to put putty or your wax, your diamond wax in, because they're kind of the right size for that. But I'm not sure. I was thinking, because I thought they were going to be the bigger ones, I was expecting to put jewelry in them. But let's try these earrings. These. Okay, so that would still work for that, but then you've got to keep track of all of these little things. Whereas my other thing that's bigger with the dividers would be better. But anyway, that's what kind of size we're talking about here. So it would be good for all kinds of little things, right, that you want to organize. You could even put rings. You could put most rings, unless they're, well, like this one wouldn't fit in there, but this one probably would fit. But it seemed like they were having a deal on those containers, and I can't remember if it was one where I got to pick the size or if it was just the one size. Okay, so my problem is I don't go past the first picture a lot of times. So apparently this is a baby hand holding this container, since it takes up most of their palm. And I have been seeing a lot of dragon Lego, or whatever Temu's Lego, mini Lego things are. There have been a lot of dragons that have been coming across my feed for like 4,000 piece sets, and they've really skewed the picture, so they look like they are as tall as a doorway, but in actuality it's probably next to like a dollhouse doorway or something. And some of them actually did have the dimensions, so you could tell that it was not anywhere near the size. But they'll have a normal size person holding this thing, and they've got it like this, you know, big. And I'm like, ah. So you do have to pay attention, and obviously you have to read if you care. But I mean, in some of these, now this picture makes it a little, well, this is also the one that has the dimensions in it. So yeah, so that's obviously my bad. And you could get a 5-pack or a 10-pack. I got the 10-pack, and you can get it for 98 cents, which is what I paid, although I did get a price adjustment. So we'll see what I use those for. Well, I guess I'm going to use them for these. I got some more earrings. These are like, I don't know, star earrings that have kind of the sparkle effect. I don't know, what would you call that? Now they're kind of angled down in the back, so I don't know if I'm going to have to bend them back into place, but you see what I mean? It's like it's got the star, but then it's got the kind of shimmering, I don't know. I feel like this is like to help it, like help a star look brighter kind of thing. There's probably a specific name for it. Oh, and they're mirrored. Oh, I love that. So that is great. So those will fit into one of those little containers. Oh, and it says, what? It says S925. So that is supposed to mean that it's sterling silver. We'll have to look and see what the ad says, because I can't imagine that that's true with whatever I would have paid for it. I don't tend to pay for, unless it's moissanite, I do not tend to pay for the good stuff. Okay. These, I paid 87 cents. There's no way those are real. Sparkling rhinestone star stud earrings for women and girls, silver plated alloy jewelry for daily wear and dating. Another one for dating. So all the poor people that aren't dating right now, you're just out of luck. But yeah, there's nothing on here that says, so the only place that it says this, the 925 is there. So maybe that's their product number or something, I don't know. Or I guess it could be that the plating is silver, but that seems silly. And is it still, it's now 90 cents. All right, so my last item is a shirt, I believe. Oh, this one's great. So people that live in the Midwest in the United States will get this. We had 2 different broods of cicadas hatched this year, and I don't know if you don't know what a cicada is, I guess Google it, but it's like these locust kind of bugs that hatch out of the ground every 13 or 17 years. And this year happened to be a weird one where 2 different broods were hatching. So that I'm sure happens every once in a while, but it's been a while since it's happened. But they are so loud. And so they were really loud where I work. We didn't really get them up here where I live, but where I work, they were really loud. And, you know, when they like fly in, I mean, it's a big, meaty kind of flying bug. So they're kind of, you know, but they had these beautiful orange wings. I mean, beautiful, but not beautiful enough to like want them in my car with me kind of thing. But anyway, there was this shirt, the Cicadas Reunion Tour, and it said which 2 broods hatched, and Summer Scream 2024 live in concert for the first time since 1803. So that's how long it's been since these 2 broods have hatched together. So I saw that and I was like, I have got to get that. So this is a really, really soft shirt, and it's the gray, the dark gray that I like, that's kind of a heathery look instead of a solid look. And then the back side has this. So I just really like that they did it like a, you know, a concert kind of thing. But I think that's what I'll make my thumbnail, I guess. But yeah, that's great. So what did I pay for that? But I also liked it because, you know, it was unique to this area. And you can get, like I did a search today for St. Louis on Temu, and so they do have some St. Louis Cardinals things. I mean, not licensed things. They do have some St. Louis Blues kind of stuff. So whatever city you live in, you might check and see if they've got things that are special to your city or your state, if you like that kind of thing. So they called this a butterfly print crew t-shirt. Cicadas are not butterflies. Now they do have pretty wings, but they are not big wings. And I'll look up a picture here in a second. So you could get this shirt in sizes small to XXL. I got the XXL, and you can get it today for $6.79. I paid $6.79, and they only had it in this one color. All right, so let me, just in case you have no idea what a cicada is, let me see if I can find a good picture. A lot of times you might just see the shell of a cicada as opposed to a living one. Like this is kind of one of the first years that I actually saw living ones, because I went to a McDonald's in the town where I work, and there was one on the window by where I had to pay. So I was like half the time thinking, oh, please don't fly into the van. But that's where I saw its wings out, and it was really pretty. But they kind of gross me out, if I'm being honest, because they're kind of like flies too, and that they'll just fly right at you. Okay. Well, this will be a prettier picture. And so, I don't really, and because they're so loud, it's like, I don't know, they kind of freak me out. But yeah, so that's it for this Temu haul, y'all. So thank you so much for spending time with me. I really appreciate all of you that watch and subscribe and comment. I love all that stuff, and I thank you so much for the investment that you've made with your time in my channel. So thank you. And wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Bye.